Hello. Hello. I'm just closing the curtains so I can be seen. It's so bright out there. The sun just does this weird thing. Anyhow, how is everybody? Brandy's tired. I'm busy. I'm trying to do 25,000 things today. Anyhow, so Marion's here and Sherry's here and Sue. Hello, Trina and Judy. Oh, Shannon is caught up. Yay. Shannon got caught up on her reading. Yay.
Yay!
So no spoilers now. You can stay the whole time, Shannon, and
Get the whole
put in
deal.
your 2 cents or 5 cents or however many cents you've got. Anyhow, I was recording my whipping chat for the week earlier, and I was talking about, if anybody reads and they've heard of this book, they should come join us, even though we're almost halfway through the book. But I said it's really good. I mean, it's really a good book. So, yeah.
I'm loving it.
Yeah. So, what's happened this time? I always forget what happened this time that didn't happen the last time, What didn't we talk about?
Well,
Oh, did we leave
got
off with the people? Did we leave off with the people frozen in her bedroom?
Yep.
That's where we left off. Everybody was frozen in her bedroom. So now we know why.
Yeah, we know which dragon, and we know it was accidental because it hurts her.
Well, I mean,
Well, 'cause she's not not full grown. She's basically a teenager.
right. I mean, I don't know that it was accidental. Didn't she do it on purpose to help her, to save her?
Well, I mean, what I'm saying is that with her, because she is a juvenile, it said that, she didn't just give the power, like as far as like they would when they're channeling. She accidentally gave the power.
I mean, and it took her a while to recover. Took her a while to recover. So, and she doesn't have her power yet from the big boy.
Well, no, okay. So she is now, because she wouldn't be able to go into that one class if she had not. So she has received, but she hasn't, like, she's gotten power. They've opened it up for her. So now she's on the clock. Her sigil has just not developed, but she has power now that she didn't before. But she has to get her sigil or else it'll kill her.
She doesn't have her dragons, whatever. Yeah.
She got power going.
She's just doing other stuff. She doesn't have the main thing yet. And a lot of other people are getting theirs already, and she doesn't have hers yet. And she won't say anything about what the little girl gives her, because that's got to be a secret right now.
Right. Well, because technically, as far as the little one is actually too little to give a sigil as of yet, but there's still not a lot known about Feathertails. But what I'm just like, my jaw dropped with what happened to those people that came in to attack her.
Oh, that they all got killed? They all got killed and hauled out, except for the one who'd already left, but she got her due later.
Yeah, but Dane was not going to believe her. Dane was like, you have to, and she's like, I am telling you this happened. And he's like, no, that's impossible. And she's like, and he's like, show it to me. And she's like, really?
No.
I'd be mad if that was my friend. I'd be like, really? You can't trust me.
Well, they're definitely having some issues between the two of them. Hello, Lucretia.
Hello.
Who else came in? Michelle. And Sean's here. Yeah, they're definitely having some issues, some trust issues, some what's our relationship kind of issues, I think he's a little jealous, that Zayden is more important right now. But I mean, it's not her fault that they're bonded to each other. She didn't ask for that.
She didn't, but as her friend, especially someone who's supposed to be her best friend, that's supposed to be the person that you feel the most safe with to tell anything. But because he's so stuck on these flipping rules, he puts that over her. And it's like,
well, and he wants her to be safe. He didn't want her there. He didn't want her to have to go through this stuff. He doesn't want her to get hurt. He doesn't want her to die. He doesn't want her to, and then he knows other things about Zayden that apparently we don't know. So, he's got a lot of things on his plate, a lot of worries. And I get he's just trying to keep her happy and safe.
He's just going about it the wrong way, though.
Well, he's going about it in a more, I don't know, what's the word I'm looking for?
Regimented?
Overbearing, a little more. But then look at Zayden. What did Zayden do to her? He gets her a full-time bodyguard to follow her around. Now he's doing the same thing.
Well, that aggravates her, yes.
And he's doing it, I think, more selfishly than what Dane is. Because Dane really was looking out for her, whereas Zayden is more looking out for him.
Yeah, because if she dies, he dies.
Right. So he's more selfish about it than Dane was, but.
He is, but it's just, I guess with Dane, I'm aggravated because Dane has known her whole life. And they've supposedly been best friends. And there's just something that you should take automatically at face value. See, Zayden is not her friend. So yes, Zayden has a different way of protecting her, and not because it's her own benefit, it's for his benefit. Dane, yes, he wants to protect her, but he's not fulfilling that friend role. You would not do the things that Dane has done and made her feel if you were a true friend.
I don't know that that's true. He thinks he knows more. He thinks he knows more than she does because he's been there and he has other information. He just thinks he knows more. He's being too like, I know what's going on and you don't. It's not that he's not a good friend to her, I don't think. It's just that he thinks he has more information that she doesn't. And he's in a better position to be more protective of her.
I know, but see, I have an issue with that. I disagree because a true friend would not tell you you're not capable of doing this. You're too weak. You're not good enough. You're not, like, a true friend would not tell you that. I'm sorry. They may tell you that they're worried about you, but they would not tell you you're not good enough. I have to get you out of this because you're too stupid to realize that you're not good enough. That's not a good friend. That's not. I'm sorry. You can have every good intention in your heart, but you don't protect someone by
that point he's trying.
Down.
I just think at that point he's trying anything he could try to convince her to get out of the whole mess. He doesn't want her there.
I know, but you still don't tell down your friend. Hello. I just disagree with that. So, I mean, you don't tear down your friend. And he already told her he would choose rules over her. Once again, you're going to choose the rules over your friend. You're going to listen to your wing leader because you just think it's impossible for her to do that, over listening to your friend going, I am telling you, I saw her. This happened.
No, Sheila, this is the first one that we have read. This is our first one.
If someone was so worried that you were not capable of doing something, I agree with Trina. They would go, okay, well, I'm scared for this person. They're very set on this. So let me try to see what I can do to make her better. Kind of like Zayden did. Yes, he gave her a bodyguard. Yes, he had what's her face. I don't even remember her name now, to train her. So he's trying to, yes, protect her for his own butt, but he's also trying to make her better so that she can.
I just think Dane he couldn't see past anything other than let me do whatever I can do to get her out of here. Just let me do whatever I can do to get her out of this.
Imogene, that's her name. Imogene, what's her face? At least someone got roasted, just not the person that I wanted to get roasted.
Well, she's giving him a ride for his money there. In their little
right now she is, because she poisoned his butt. Well, not really poisoned. She anaphylaxed him.
She has definitely got a way of, like, she's been giving them weird stuff to do with food all along, putting stuff in the food of her other people that she had to fight, and now just having oranges. I mean, she's very interesting with all that.
Well, you know what? This guy's already said he wasn't going to back down. He already said, I get you on the mat, I'm killing you.
Right.
And she knows that nobody's allowed to step in. Nobody is allowed to protect her. He's already killed someone by cracked that neck.
Although somebody's on their way to go get Zayden right now. So
yeah, but she knew he wasn't going to make it. And I honestly think she told him to go get Zayden so that she could get rid of him, so that she could, because if he's not here, he can't step in. The other dude's not going to step in, and we can do this, because she already has that orange up her sleeve.
Or up something.
She put it up his something. It should have been put up something else, but it probably wouldn't have anaphylaxed him if she put it up there.
It was very interesting when her other friend told her, you are the smartest one here. You are
the most powerful.
Mm-hmm.
Because she's been saying Zane's the most powerful, and they're like, especially since she has 2 dragons, and one of them is like literally and who knows? That Feathertail, hardly anybody knows anything about her. So when she gets big, what's to say that she's not going to also be one of the most powerful dragons that exists?
Yeah.
And she got both of them.
Right.
So yeah, I'd say she's the most powerful. She just ain't figured out how to. She got to figure out how to get her sigil and scare the crap out of everybody.
Well,
and fried Zach. I want Jack fried. I just do. I want him fried. I want him crispy fried.
Who?
Jack. I want him crispy fried.
I thought you said Zach or something. I'm like, what?
No, Jack. I want Jack crispy fried.
She did spend a lot of time over there being a scribe and learning lots of stuff. She has got that whole background of learning all kinds of bookish smart things that can help her. She might not have the size and the power and whatnot, but
I gotta know, did you get a little tingle of anticipation when you saw once she got her, at least the beginnings of power, that she almost undid herself and him too?
Oh, you mean while the dragons were doing their thing there? And the dragons were out doing their thing, and she's just like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God.
But look, see, that shows you Zayden is a gentleman. He knew that the reason she was feeling the way she was not because of him. It was because of.
And that's when he's like, you're going to have to learn how to block things out. You're going to have to. And so she's been really, really working hard on how to block out things that she doesn't,
Although I was surprised for some reason. I don't know why. But for some reason, I thought she was a virgin. So I was like, when she's like, I do miss sex. I mean, good sex, not whatever you think. And I'm going, so she's had sex before? Like, I don't know why. My brain was like, she hasn't had sex before. I thought she was a virgin.
There was a couple things that were said that I was like, no, she's done some stuff. Yeah.
I just don't know why my brain thought she's a virgin.
So I think last week you were talking about one of the girls that you thought was with a girl, but I think it's the other girl that's with the girl.
Her friend.
One of the girls that's
the one who not Imogen, because that's not her friend, her actual friend,
but not her friend. No, it's the other girl. There's another girl that's in their squad or whatnot.
No, her friend
Not,
was Polly. He's
not,
been with multiples.
not what's her name? Not the our.
Yeah, Rhiannon. Rhiannon has been with, she's been with female, she's been with male, she's been with just whoever it
But
flips her fancy.
she's not the one I'm thinking about. That's really like with another girl steadily, like
Oh,
repeatedly.
right. No, Rhianna's not with Seth, but she has been with
No,
females and males. She's the
but the
little,
other girl is.
yeah, no, this one,
This other,
Rhiannon's been a little woo. I don't know what word to call it. She's partying a lot.
I don't know.
She's celebrating and
No, she's having a good time. What's the other chick's name? What's the other one's name? There's another girl.
I can't think of, because
Hmm.
there's a guy's name I think that starts with an L. I think that's a guy, right? I don't think that's a girl.
No, there's a
Liam? Liam? Who's Liam?
this is where I need a cheat sheet with everybody's name.
Karen says Sawyer.
I don't know.
I don't know that name, no. Because I mean, I look at her best friend is Rhiannon. Right.
Yeah.
But then there's that other person who's Liam, who's always around him as well, right? Like, am I correct? No. Oh, Liam's the bodyguard. But then what's the name of that other person who, for some reason, I'm thinking is a guy?
But it's not. I know who you're thinking of, but it's not. It's not a guy. It's a girl.
Oh.
I think it does start with an L too. I'm looking in the book and I can't find it. I think that's another. I think it is starts with an L, but it's a girl.
I don't know why I thought it was a guy for some reason.
I don't know. Anybody got any answers there? I can't find it.
Aaron says rid. It's not like writer or anything. No.
Mm-mm. I don't know. I don't remember now.
I don't know, but so if who I thought was a guy is not actually a guy, it's a girl.
I think the one is a girl.
Okay.
And that's the one that's with a girl.
Okay. So I guess I just kind of focused on Rhiannon Rye because that's like her. I guess it's like her bestie, right? That's like her.
Rhiannon is, yeah.
Yeah.
But this other girl is like, she's there, but she's not, she's always hanging around them and what.
Riddick.
No.
RIDOC.
Riddick is a guy, I think. See, now we're getting to where we got a lot of people, and now I'm like, and then it doesn't help when some of them they call some of them by their last name and not their first name, and so some of them have two names. I'm like, oh my god.
Like I said, I guess I just paid attention to the people who I thought were important. Not that they're not. I guess I don't know. I don't see them in the story arc as much.
Anyhow.
But yeah, so it looks like there was possibly going to be something, and he's like, "Look, I know this is not me that's causing this. This is them having their fun, and you not blocking it out.
Yeah,
that's causing this.
You're gonna have to get some control over that, or it's going to get you."
Because she was ready. She was ready to rip everything off and go, "Hey!"
Yep, that's going to get you.
But he said, "You better leave," because it looked like he wasn't going to be able to hold himself much longer.
Right? I don't know.
No, Imogene is not her friend. Imogene is. I think Imogene's with.
One of the wing leaders, or one of the squad leaders, or something.
With Rowerson.
With Zayden?
Zayden. I think Imogene's with Zayden, or at least if she's not with him, she's got designs on him.
Zayden ain't doing nothing with anybody right now, I don't think.
No, but I think she got designs on him.
Oh, I don't know.
Something tells me she's got something for that.
I don't know.
And Liam is a little flirt.
Luca. Is that it?
I thought Luca got crispy fried.
I don't know.
But what about her little bodyguard flirting with her scribe friend?
Yep, there you go.
No, Brennan is the brother who's dead.
Yep, yep, that's the dead brother. Is this where I need a cheat sheet? Who's who and who's what and what? Huh? I'm going to have a lot of different names thrown around here. Now they're kind of all going, oh.
Yeah, because I mean, the ones I pay attention to, Jack, just because I want him barbecued. Imogene, because I feel like she's got something. She got some dark little angles to her.
Sherry's just like, I don't know. Right? I don't either, Sherry. At this point, I don't know.
Yeah, well, it's not really, like I said, she's not a major character. Whereas, even though Rhiannon's on the side, she's
part of the group. Part of
she is. She's just part of the friend,
their little group. Mm-hmm.
A little friend group.
Yeah, ones that are all hanging out together now. Ones that are all hanging out together.
So, do you think that he's gonna, once she can control blocking the dragons out when they're having their fun, do you think he's then gonna decide he can't hold out no longer?
I'm gonna assume at some point. Something happens. How and why, I don't know. But yeah, something's gonna happen somehow. Somehow, some way.
I have a prediction, but I don't think it's true.
You think you have a prediction you don't think is true. What's your
prediction? I have a prediction that she's gonna get super close to death, like super, super close. And she's gonna survive, but just by the little barest hairs on her nipples. And it's gonna scare her
nipples?
Did you say hair? He's just the tiniest little tip. And he's gonna be so like, because obviously that means that he was almost close to dying. But then like danger tends to be an aphrodisiac, and it can make your adrenaline go. And I think that he's gonna just grab her and be like, I can't believe you do that, you stupid. And that anger is gonna turn into passion, and they're gonna so
Sue, no, we have not lost any windows. No.
But that's my prediction as to what possibly may happen. And she may get a little too close to death, and he's going to be fussing at her, and that fussing's going to turn, because you've seen it. I know you've seen it in movies anyway. They get to fighting, and then before you know it, the next one's kissing them, and then they're mad kissing, and then they're angry effing.
Angry effing.
They're angry. Do what they do.
Angry effing. Okay.
That's right. That's right. Enemies to lovers. I think so something just tells me there's not going to be this little sweet lead up to, it's going to be mad, angry, rip your head off, rip your clothes off first, and then that's how it's going to start.
Well, Sean, this definitely qualifies as an enemies to lovers situation for sure. They are definitely enemies. Yes.
And we don't even know everything that him and his family have done. We know that her mom killed his dad, right?
I don't even know now. No, I think killed somebody. Her mother killed
lots of people.
Somebody from his family.
Yeah, but someone from his family killed her brother. So
I don't know.
Tit for tat.
There's a lot of killing back and forth.
Tit for tat.
And the fact that this group is all like the dragon fueled tango. Oh my gosh. This group is all like the kids of the rebellion, right? They're the kids of the rebellion. Her mom killed his parents. There you go. But then
she didn't even know, as much as she studied, she did not know that all of the kids of the rebellion were forced into conscription. She thought, she obviously knew that he was there, but she, I guess, thought it was just the oldest and the ones in the rebellion, not the little ones. And there's one that's 8 or 9 years old.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, no, nobody has an option. Nobody has a choice.
Mm-mm.
Someone who wasn't even born during the rebellion has to go into conscription.
And it looks like they all go into the rider field, or most of them.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah. So there we go. It was her mother killed his dad killed the brother. So the dad had to kill the brother first.
Yep.
And then his mother killed his dad. So why'd they start killing each other? I don't know. No, Sue, there has been no sex yet. No.
Did you see what Trina said?
No, not yet.
If you're trying to figure out a pattern, since he calls her silver for her silver hair, why not do the black and the gold and silver?
Well, yeah, except there's no silver on the cover of the book. That was
yeah.
There's no silver on the cover.
See, I think I would start going with, yes, use the colors from the book, or from the front of the book, but then take a little bit of liberty with something from inside.
No, I don't do that. I stick with the colors on the cover. I think I'm going to do white. I mean, the outside of my hexagons are white, but I think I might do white in the center because it's just the center, and do white. I'm trying to find something gold. Like if I could add gold to something, I mean, I have like some goldish yarn, but I was thinking maybe trying to find something sparkly gold, that I could put with it, like sparkly.
I know they got to have some sparkle gold.
And then black. So, yeah, because white's the outside, so I didn't want to use a bunch of white, but I mean, there's a lot of white on the book cover. There's a lot of white.
Yeah, there is.
I might do white in the middle and then black and then maybe gold with, if I could find some sparkly gold, I might add that to the gold to make it more sparkly. Some fancy yarn, some, weird fancy yarn.
I know I got it in one of my Mary Maxims. I know they have something called like sparkle something, and like the whole thing has like that plasticky type of filament.
Yeah.
Which just makes it super sparkly.
I haven't found any white with gold, Sean. I find white with silver, but I haven't found white with gold. Judy says the dragons were having sex, Sue. Sue's read the book, so she knows. And I don't know what she's saying.
Who knows where all the
what's boring, Sue? What's
heavy breathing is?
What boring is all about. Hello, Brenda. All right, so I just mapped out our next part.
Hey, Brenda.
I think that's pots and pans in the kitchen. We're gonna.
I was like, who's invading you, Mindy?
We're gonna read through chapter 29.
Okay, so read 29. Don't read 30.
We're almost done with the regular part of the book.
Oh wow!
I keep thinking we have a lot more to go because, like, this much right here is the extra bonus.
Is that extra stuff?
This is the extra chapters. All of that. This part right here is all we have left to go. So we only have like, I guess is maybe 100 pages, maybe a little bit more. Let's see. Hang on. 120 pages. After this section we're reading. After this section.
Which means you could kind of do it in like 60 and 60.
Yeah, but that doesn't count this next week.
Right.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
So read 29, don't read 30.
Exactly.
And here's to hoping Jack gets his comeuppance.
And then I get to read these bonus chapters.
I you know what? Even though I downloaded them on my Kindle because I downloaded it for free, I may just have to break, and you'd have to tell me if it's good. If the bonus stuff is good enough that I need to go pay for the book. Because right now I'm getting the book for free.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
that's
there's
a
like
little.
3 or 4 chapters.
Yeah, at least
All,
reading this book
are they all
gives me a
written?
temporary reprieve from hurling my phone across the.
I think they're all from Zayden's point of view too. Let's see. Zayden. Can I read it
Because
to you? Zayden. Yeah, they're all from Zayden's point of view.
goodness knows that.
That would be the interesting part. Because so far we haven't gotten Zayden's take on it. Be interesting.
Right now, the Zodiac Academy,
Mhm.
they did something really weird that I have never seen a series do, ever. So they call it like a whole book. I mean, it's the size of a whole book,
Mhm.
but yet it's a bonus to the previous book. So like they tell you it's from one of the other characters' perspective. So you can't read it before you read the one before it.
Right.
But it's not counted as one of the, like it is, but it isn't. Like that's weird. Like why would you make your next book in the series retelling the same story that you did, but from the other side? Like it's a little weird. I've never seen this before.
Oh, that happens. That happens quite often with big
In the
ones.
middle of a series, it's not even at the end. It's in the middle of the
Yeah.
series.
Yeah.
It's weird. I mean, it's good. I'm getting to find stuff that I didn't know from the other perspective.
That's why. That's why. Because now you've got additional information about somebody or something that moving forward now will help you make sense of what's going to happen coming up.
That's why they do it. But I don't know. I mean, it's good. It's just right now they've still got me frustrated because I'm still at the. They need to hurry up and fix that story arc so I can stop trying to want to kill these two authors because they're, I don't know, my sisters or mother daughter or something. I don't know what they are, but they aggravating a little boo boo out of me.
Chapter 27. The first one's chapter 27. Yep. So the first bonus is chapter 20. They are from his point of view, for sure, Trina. They're all from Zayden's point of view. So it gives you we're going to read that one right now, too. We're going to read chapter 27 in this section. That's the first bonus chapter.
Okay.
27. And then the next one is and the next one's way back at the beginning. The next one's chapter 9.
Interesting.
We've already read
So the extras, the bonuses don't go in order that the book
Nope.
went in?
Nope. There's got to be a reason too. There's got to be a reason why. Authors are really smart about things. They don't.
Yeah, I mean they do stuff for a reason.
They don't just do things willy nilly, right? They don't do things willy nilly.
I guess because I would have never imagined. Like I almost skipped this in the Zodiac Academy. I almost skipped it, going, it's just from another point of view. But I am learning stuff that they didn't tell us in the previous book. That I'm like, oh,
No,
that's why that happened.
Oh, are you talking about Brandy's story or this one, Sean? I think Brandy's is the same story told by.
It's not a second book. It's like book 9 or something, I think. 9 out of 12. But the book that I'm reading is literally the entire perspective from the other side of the veil. The dead people's perspective. The series is called The Zodiac Academy. It's good, but just be prepared. You want to throw your book across the room.
No, not this series. She's talking about a different series.
Oh, yeah. No, not this series.
No, not this one.
No, this one has not made me want to throw my book across. It made me actually pull my book in and go, what's going to happen? I keep waiting. Barbecue Jack.
Okay, so the person I heard about Zodiac Academy from was Larry Reed's. And she reads all of these big, long series of books. And she always likes to go back and tell you what order to read them in. Like some aren't very specific, like which order you should read them in. Some of the series, not this one necessarily, but some of them aren't very specific. Like there's a specific order you should read them in to have the story flow the best. So she's always really good about saying, like, we read one. We read the first one of the series. It was
Is it like the Lost Bookstore or something?
Callaway. The
Callaway Girl.
series. Now
Yeah.
that is multiple books and multiple different.
Because each one was a different sister, right?
We only read one.
Oh.
We only
So
read
then that's not the one I'm thinking of. Because
No.
isn't that one kind of like the same way? You technically could have chosen either one of them. There wasn't like a specific order necessarily.
Well, it's like there's different like, it's hard to explain. There's like these books are grouped together and these books are grouped together, but yet you should read one of these from this one. It's weird. I don't know.
I've never seen that.
Weird. But she's the one that always is like addicted to Callaway. There you go, Trina. It was those. The two that are addictions. Okay. He's the sex addict and the drinking addict.
Oh, yeah.
And he's, that one. So there's like 9, 10, 11, 12 different books, and they're like little segmented little series. Like there's 3 in this through and 4 in this one. But she mixes them up and she says, to get it the best, you should read this one first, and, not read them like series, second series, third series. You know what I mean? That's what the Academy kind of.
Yeah, because I didn't realize this until either you or somebody else told me that I thought Zodiac Academy was like, that was it. I didn't realize that there were additional series outside of the series that have a bearing on the whole story. I'm like, what? Wait, what?
That's like Addicted Callaway. That's what that's like. There's other little offshoot series that really pertain to, and she kind of tells you what order you should read them in to get the best story.
I don't know if I'm reading it in the right order, because all I started with was Zodiac Academy. I still got to finish it, but Sean, I don't know which one to read.
Didn't get any extra chapters in the back, Sean? No extra.
If you got the actual book, you didn't get the extras. I didn't get it because I got mine on Kindle.
You have the physical book, Sean? I mean, I have, mine are in there. I don't know. There you go. All right. Well, I'm going to go because, it's dinner time.
I heard pots and pans, so Dale's in there doing something.
I know what he's making too. He went to the store today and he came home with pork chops. So I know.
What do you have with it?
I don't know.
Mashed taters.
Your extras are for another book? What? Interesting. Yeah.
I guess one of those, if you'd like to know what happens in the next book, read this little whatever, where they basically give you.
Yeah, the book that I just finished, it gave me the whole first chapter of the next book. And I'm like, well, I'm not reading that because I have the next book. So I just picked up the next book. So
I never read those because if I don't have the next book, then I'm like, I don't know. It just messes it up for me. Messes it up.
Gotcha. All right. Well, good night, everyone. You have Starbringer by Tracy Wolf in the back? Huh. Do you have the hardcover or paperback? Maybe it makes a difference. I don't know. All right. We're going to let you guys go. Have a good night. And we'll see you next time. See what they've gotten up to by next week.